Hi everyone, welcome back to Minute Massage. Today I'm really excited because we are starting to have some special guests on the show. And today we have Shayla Bryant of Malawi House. And Shayla's going to talk all about her business and how it can support other moms. And I have a special interest in this, being now in my third trimester, and we are planning to have a home birth. And I discovered Shayla and Malawi House through Schoolhouse Life and was so excited to hear that interview. I encourage you to go check it out to get to know Shayla and all the wonderful work that she does, and to hopefully take advantage of her products for my own birth. So welcome, Shayla.
Yes. Hi. Thank you for having me.
So Shayla, tell us about Malawi House. What inspired you to start it? You know, how did you get it started, and what was the inspiration behind it?
Sure. So we started Malawi's House in 2016, and the inspiration behind me starting this was my own birth story. And I had my first daughter in 2016. And after that, a vision came to me to do something different, to do something that was unique for myself and for people that look like me. Yeah. And so the encouragement, I had such an amazing birth experience. I wanted other families and women to experience the same thing that I did. Okay. I was so excited, and I was here in Atlanta, Georgia still. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, by the way.
Okay.
And so I was living here. And after the birth, I had my postpartum care treatment with my midwife. And, you know, when you have a home birth, you have these brown boxes that come in the mail with your supplies in there. I didn't get my supplies in time, but so when I did, I was just kind of staring at the box, and I was looking at her, and I said, you know, I can do this. I can be a birth supply company here in Atlanta, Georgia, or in this region, so to speak. And she was like, you know what, you sure can, gave me the motivation. And I just went on with it. It was something unique, something that came to me, and I was like, I can do this.
Okay.
I want people to experience this.
That sounds great. And
I got started, really.
Yeah, and it sounds like you have sort of a, you know, obviously you provide a great product, but there's also sort of this larger kind of purpose and mission that you have of helping women who look like us, Black and brown women, have positive birth experiences, but because we know that they're not having them in the hospitals.
Absolutely. Exactly. That was definitely a drive. After, I just want to mention, like, when in 2016, I did not know the statistics of our Black and brown women dying in the hospitals or from pregnancy and childbirth related causes at 3 to 5 times more likely than our white counterparts.
Right.
I did not know that statistics yet. You know, I was a first-time mom. I was just excited to just have my natural home birth, very free birth, the way I wanted to have it, with no influence, outside influences, no chaotic experiences, no not having that moment of not having my doctor pay attention to me or listen to me. Right. I didn't have that experience. And I know there's women out here that are having those experiences. So, you know, I can say I honestly had a wonderful midwife that was there and supportive of the whole entire time. Our meetings and sessions were never 5 to 10 minutes. She stayed maybe an hour or more. You know, she wanted to get to know us, to get to know our families, wanted to meet our families to see what type of people we have around us and the type of energy around us, to see what type of support system we are going to have around us when the time comes for us to have our baby.
Yeah.
Of course, that support system is so important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I love that too, because we have, you know, our midwife visits our house, which is so great, you know, to not have to go somewhere and, you know, deal with like trying to find out childcare for my daughter or deal with parking safety and all that. It's so great. And like you said, it's not a quick visit. You know, she's spending an hour plus answering all of our questions, as random as they are.
Exactly.
So rushed.
Right. You don't feel rushed at all. You feel like you're being cared for. You feel like you're being heard. You feel like you're being listened to, and supported from a professional to help you with this, especially for a first-time mom. Having a home birth for a first-time mom can have some anxieties there.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, just giving birth in general, you don't know what to expect anyway. Right. But to have a home birth, just something that's kind of out of the norm for people, instead of me going into the hospital, she helped us and carried us through the way of making us feel very comfortable with the entire process.
Okay. I love that. And so we touched a little bit on challenges. Are there other challenges that you see pregnant women or new moms, primarily pregnant women, having in America these days?
Oh man. Well, first I would just mention some of the challenges that I may see or may hear of some pregnant women having is outside of the systemic issue that's going on with us. It's the other piece that we have to do as pregnant women and moms. We have to be able to take care of ourselves too during the pregnancy. So some of us are not eating right. Some of us are not exercising or getting up, walking around. And sometimes we don't feel like it, but you have to keep on moving and get yourself going. And if a mother is having a hospital birth, that is extremely important, that preparing, that process to get prepared for the birth. Our bodies are changing. Our organs are shifting.
Right.
Completely. If you see the diagram of our bodies, our organs are pushed back to make room for this entire life, right? The size of that baby in your hand.
Look at this baby.
Exactly. Sometimes there's 10-pound babies that we are carrying. Sometimes women are carrying twins and triplets and stuff. Our bodies are stretching to the limit, to the max. And if we are not caring and taking care of our bodies before we get to the actual labor part, going to prolong our labor. And then especially when you're in the hospitals, they're quick to give you those C-sections. Yeah. They're quick to, C-sections are major surgeries. Our bodies are not supposed to be cut up that way. Yeah. But what can we do before we get to that point? Take care of yourself, exercise, make sure you're eating right, move your hips around, because that's where, you're going to be doing most of the, the tension and stuff is going to feel down in your lower areas. Right. We have to do our part and not depend on our doctors or our midwives to do it all for us. We are the ones going through the process.
Yeah. I mean, there is, it's like running a marathon. Like, you have to train to have a baby. And I think they used to do that back in the day, especially in other countries. But here it's like, we got to work, we got to take care of family, we got to take care of business. We got so much stuff going on. We're not even thinking about preparing how to birth this baby, how to labor. But I think you're so right. We could have better outcomes if we take that time to take care of our bodies and say, hey, you're about to do a major thing here. Like, let's get ready for this.
Exactly. Absolutely. Have to do our part out there.
Right. Yeah. And how have you seen, your firstborn was in 2016. How have you seen things change in America for birthing mothers?
Oh man, that one's loaded right there. That's a loaded question, because it's so much. Speaking from my perspective, I can't speak from anyone else's perspective. But for me, looking at the researches, reading articles, and hearing stories. I had my child in 2016. I had my second home birth in 2018. So from 2014 to 2018, there has been an increase of us Black women dying from the childbirth, pregnancy-related causes. So I'm getting chills right now. I really don't see a change. Yes, technically there has been a change, but it's been a change for the worse. there's more more women and mothers that are dying in the hospital. So there's more babies that are left without their mothers. And then on top of that, Kiati, their infant mortality on top of that. So, and we're black women and black babies are at the high totem pole on that one. What's going on?
And even if you control for factors like education or income, it's still that high, you know? And I think you're right. Like it's either getting worse or there's more attention on it. There's so many people who didn't even know that this is the rate in a developed country where we have access to a lot of resources and money. Why are Black women dying at this rate? And most of the reasons are preventable, right? So
absolutely,
high blood pressure is one of the most common symptoms that is missed, and it's completely preventable. You can treat it. Unfortunately, with Serena Williams' birth, like we came to know about that with Beyonce. A doctor recently who died, a doctor, you know, in childbirth, of something that could have been prevented. And it makes you angry, and it makes you frustrated.
It does. And this is why I continue to do what I'm doing. So hearing these stories, it just gave me a more drive to do what I'm doing with Malawi's house. I have a greater purpose in this. So the mission is much more than that.
Bigger than providing a birth care.
It does make you angry. It does. It makes you want to, you want to stand up for it and do something about it. You want other people to hear about this.
Yeah.
We hear about it, then it goes away, and then we have to keep reminding people, there's something going on, you guys, that's something very serious here.
Yeah.
And we're not being heard.
No.
Just not being heard.
Yeah, so I mean, we can't take the attention off it. We have to keep talking about it, keep asking those questions. What advice would you give to pregnant mamas who are going through this right now, who didn't even consider home birth, or maybe potentially considering it? Maybe they feel like it's scary, or, there's a lot of misinformation out there about having a midwife or having a home birth. A lot of fear mongering, right? So you see these like hospital scenes in movies, like a woman screaming, like, get this thing out of me, So there's like so much fear that women are like taught to be scared about childbirth from the time they're little children.
Yep. I would say to listen to your body, trust your intuition, and have no fear at all. I am a living witness. I have had my 2 home births. You can take it from me. You can take it from other mothers out there that have had home births. Our ancestors have done this many, many years ago. So if I can do it, you definitely can do it. There's nothing different about our experience. We can do it. We all can do it. So, and just trust yourself. Listen to yourself. A lot of us are not being heard and not being listened to. So if there's something that you feel is going on, please listen to it, even after you have the birth, because we all know that up to a year, well, I'm not going to say we all know, some of us don't know, because in 2016, I didn't know about any of the statistics. So if I didn't know, how many other people didn't know before that,
Right.
So there is a high percentage of women dying after the birth as well, in the postpartum stage, up to a year.
Yeah.
When I found out about that, after I found that in 2018. Not 2016, in 2018, after I had my second child.
Yeah.
It freaked me out.
Yeah.
It freaked me out because I was moving around doing stuff and I thought I was done with the processing. Naturally, we bleed afterwards. So I thought I was done with that part. My mother stepped away, went somewhere, I think to the store or something. And I just got up and started sweeping the floor, something light. I just light house cleaning work.
Right.
I started breathing again. And my midwife, she got on me and she told me, you need to sit down.
Wow.
You need to sit down.
This is
why
rest and recovery.
we don't. We're so busy to get back to work, get back to the hustle and bustle of things. We're just not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
So she give us permission. Our family sometimes don't give us permission. We've been through a major.
So that's the important part.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's why the support system. Another thing is advice is to build a support team out there. Get a support system, because after you have your birth, you do not need to lift a finger.
Absolutely.
Women do not need cleaning up, picking up babies. The only thing you need to do is sit down, breastfeed your baby, or bond with your baby, and all of that. Absolutely. People need to cook for you if you don't have food prepared already.
Yeah.
But that postpartum stage is extremely important.
Absolutely.
Now, a lot of midwives do the postpartum at home. They will come to you, and it's longer than the hospital's postpartum. Right. And I don't even think you get a lot of postpartum care when you're coming from the hospital.
And then they check your stitches and check you off. You're
done.
No, yeah.
And yeah. So even if you don't have the postpartum support that you have if you're having a hospital birth, hire doula. Hire someone that is a doula, postpartum doula, someone that can help you through that after process.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so important. I'm telling you, it's so important. When you don't know, we're hemorrhaging inside and we don't know, we just think it's normal. Yeah. Because sometimes we can take pain. We can, and it's just
we keep moving forward.
Over it.
Yeah. Tough, right? But we shouldn't have to be so tough.
We shouldn't have to be so tough.
No.
Exactly. So listen to yourself.
That is great advice, Shayla, for all of us, because we are often discouraged from listening to our own intuition, which we have as mothers and as women who are bearing children. So I will keep that in mind through my own experience. And thank you for inspiring me and getting me so excited about my home birth, and inspiring hopefully so many other women like us that have considered or are considering home birth. So thank you. Again, this is Shayla Bryant with Malawi House. You can find her information below, as well as information about Vyana Infant Massage, where we teach parents how to massage their babies to alleviate gas colic, improve sleep, congestion, digestion, postpartum depression, immunity, and so much more. So please share this channel with any new or expecting moms, and subscribe to this channel. And as they say, keep calm and massage your baby. Bye, and thank you, Shayla.
Bye. Thank you so much.